It was one of my sermons, I think, one of my khutbahs 2 weeks ago or something. I was telling them, and they were laughing. I was like, "Yeah, that's what you do." And then they were like, "That's
because as a father, when you're coming, your kids should be happy.
They should come and hug you. Do you understand? They should run, hug you.
But you know, some women too have been made to believe that like a man is supposed to be abusive. Like
that makes him a man.
When they
it's true. It's very true.
Okay when they do this, because I watched the movie and I don't think it just happened in the movie. Because in the comment section, like women,
people's reality.
There was a lady that grew up in a home like that. So, but the guy she got that she was dating wasn't like that. Like one day, because of that, she intentionally broke a plate in the kitchen, expecting that he would come and shout and say like, "Why are you doing it?" The man came and said, "Oh, why? Like, go and sit down, I'll clean it." She called her friend. She was crying. She said, "Why? Like, the man should shout at her. That's what she wants." So one day she went to a salon. Another man came there.
This one, yes, man.
One day she went to a salon. Another man came there, and another lady was like braiding her hair or something. So the man came. I don't know what the lady did, but he came from home and started shouting at her. No, this girl fell in love with the man. Mm-hmm. Because she's seen that the man is shouting at his girlfriend.
That's scary.
He's being commanding.
But the fact that she intentionally went to the kitchen, broke a plate, expecting that the man would come and say, the man came.
Why did you break my plate? Do you know the price of the plate?
That is she okay? And told her to get that he would clean it.
She was like, this man.
The mess up. She called her friend and she was crying. She doesn't understand, like,
wow.
And she kept playing whatever her mom or dad said in her head. Your husband must do this.
And look at it, you have Hakuri when he does all these things. Yes. Sometimes it's from the training.
Exactly.
Oh.
To their mothers, because they'll say, "Oh, be there because of your children."
Exactly.
So they should kill me.
You need a woman.
But
those things,
you the man, you need to be arrested. Wallah, you need to be arrested. You need to be arrested. You need to report you to
yeah,
exactly. Or why do you understand? Then you need to be arrested. Why do you beat somebody's daughter? It was an amana they entrusted into you. Then you go and beat. If you have problem with her, go and tell the witnesses and then the father and parents.
Like someone shouted at my mother or
exactly, and then you come and shout at no. They need to arrest you.
Our Zongo communities, they make marriage look like motherly fatherly relationship,
exactly. Like a boss and a guy and that's why I said we like that chin. That's why you see a father coming and then you will just clear his throat and people will go and run away and think.
Yeah. Say like, oh, maybe my husband is coming. Your father
is coming.
Yeah, your father is coming.
Just
imagine.
It's sad. It's sad.
Honestly, like, I wouldn't take it cool when my wife used me to scare my kids. I'm not a monster. Do you understand? You know, like when you go to our communities, like they tell you, but when kids when I will tell your father.
That's the day that when my daddy comes, he will not even mind. Like he'll so she doesn't like. She'll be like when I tell you and you come, it's obvious to do something like a third person.
Exactly.
Because he'll come cry like, what you're saying, I think he has no head. Like
you are the mother. You should be able to control. And then maybe in private, you tell me that you know what, kindly speak to so and so, but you don't come and then you tell you I'll tell your father. Am I a monster? Like.
The bar and all of us were thinking that like it's new, so when my dad comes you talk, he don't mind us. So he didn't mind that mind you when he fixed it. I'm like,
that way. And you see what you were saying, Ellen, like some of these women, like you know, the movie, for instance, that's why I was like sometimes women are such that you can't actually predict them. Sometimes they want to see the hard part of you. Do you understand? Yeah, women are like that.
Just enjoy abusive marriages. They can't leave, like or even relationships. Like they can't
leave. Yeah. You know, some of those people. That's how they grew up. They saw it in their homes. Do you understand? I
think that's the norm.
Yeah, there are some of my students. Okay, you know, there's this young lady. She was like she'll never marry because I know the father, I know the mom. And then I have not seen it before, but from people I trust, like they tell you that the father beats the mom. Like he beats her up. Do you understand? And this young lady grew up not like liking marriage because she feel like marriage is all about beating.
It's abusive.
It's abusive. Do you understand? Exactly. So sometimes it's about how they see it from the house and things. They feel like so they want their husbands to behave like that. Look, mind you, with all due respect, like some of our communities, when you go there, like with all due respect, when you go there, okay, there are women who feel like, you need to be like hard guy, you need to be terror enough, like, you need to have that kind of, vibe. Excuse me, like sometimes you need to even smoke weed. Do you understand? Exactly. Then they know that. Yeah. They feel like you need to be a guy, that you need to smoke weed, you need to be high, you need to be, rascal, you need to give people warning, you need to be able to pull a trigger or something like that, and then they know that
Yeah, that's a masculine man.
exactly. But when you come and you be telling, oh sorry, baby, it's, okay, when like
And now, man.
oh wait,
Go ahead, baby.
baby, make it.
Hey, what's that?
She wants you to be like king guy, like his woman.
Yeah,
You see that vibe, yeah. That's their because of how they grew in society. Do you understand? So all I'm trying to say is sometimes some of these men, because of why women hate polygamy, it's because of the way the men carry the whole thing. But if they should carry it very nice, rightfully, I have seen women, especially some of these people who are not from like outside our country, like especially the Arabians, okay, some blacks even, like they do it very nice, like
Yeah.
so nice, so nice. You understand? Honestly, like,
Someone who lives in a very healthy.
so nice. Because like
He's not interested. He's
like you see oh no, you see, the issue is I'm a Muslim man, okay, and
That's how they stand.
But you being a Muslim man doesn't guarantee it.
That's
you see, we just talk about qualification,
They'll just say,
okay,
I'm
but
a
there are
Muslim.
instances which let's also note something. It doesn't mean that if you have the means and you qualified, automatically you should
Just
go
get
for
up
it,
and go
you know?
anyway.
If you don't feel like going for it, I don't think that automatically you should just go for it. Do you understand? Exactly. So I'm a man, okay, and anything can happen. It's not a news. It's not a news.
But wait,
Do you understand?
wait.
But if it doesn't happen to you, it shouldn't be a news.
You there, wait. But why is that thing? Every
Nah.
time this topic is brought up, like the first thing they say is, I'm a man.
No, and a Muslim for that matter, and I'm entitled to 4.
They go to school and they like that sentence there, it's like that one is in their head. See, exam the way you
And that's why they love the third verse in Surah to decide. They love it. And they don't even know anything about Quran.
But they don't understand it. That's the
When
problem.
nullifies ablution cry, it doesn't
They
know.
don't,
They don't know.
But he has jumped to Quran chapter 3.
Verse 3.
Understand? I'm telling you. Yeah, like Kabli and Badi, he doesn't know. This is what you do every single day.
Exactly.
Do you understand? This one is not by force.
That one too. We should blame our imams and sheikhs. They hardly preach the basic
Things that
things.
really matter.
Yes.
Things that really matter.
every time.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
To ask a question in a masjid, they said when you're praying, you should recite basmala before Fatiha. But then one time the imam didn't recite it, so I wanted to know: was it compulsory or it's not compulsory?
Exactly.
Those things like
Fatiha.
before Fatiha. Those things they don't say it, like they don't preach. They don't.
Even though like what she is saying, we have school of thoughts. Okay, now we have the 4 popular school of thought, the mazhabs. That's what the Maliki, the Shafi'i, the whatever. And I think in West Africa we normally go with the Maliki. Do you understand? So mostly some of these things are school of thoughts. And then fine, they should educate us on some of these things. Do you understand? But like you mentioned, so you should know when you see maybe he didn't recite Bismillah, okay, it's a normal thing. He did Bismillah, it's a normal thing. Look, there are mosques that you go and then they get to Wala Dolin and then they don't say Amin. Yeah, it's there. Some of these things are school of thoughts. There are some people when they do the salam, they are done praying, they do Assalamu alaikum, just one. They don't need to. Some of these things are all school of thoughts. Do you understand? They give you the proofs from the hadith and things. So these are actually deep things, you understand? But like you are saying, some of these things like Kabli and Badi and things, these are things that we do every single day.
Exactly.
You understand? But you don't come and talk about it. You're going to talk about polygamy. Where you need people who have money to do some of these things.
Yeah, and especially
you don't have the money.
During khutbah on Fridays when people are talking, they don't educate that you're supposed to keep quiet. Because one time I told a lady that, the imam is preaching, keep quiet. We don't talk during khutbah. She was arguing with me that who told me that, blah, blah, blah.
Subhanallah.
You know. So the basic things they don't preach about it. It's always the big.
Exactly. Look, it will interest you to know. I remember one time in my sermons, I used about 3 or 4 weeks to talk about Juma, just the Friday gathering. You understand? Because you come to mosque on Friday, every Friday. Okay. But what's the ruling? What's the importance, the virtues, okay, of the Friday prayer or whatever? You don't even know.
No.
You are just there. So I think that there are things that we need to educate. We need to teach ourselves, the Muslims. Do you understand? Like the men and women, everybody. You understand? There are things that we need to pay more attention to than certain things. Do you understand? We don't pay attention to certain things. You understand? Or we come and tell you that, okay, man, you can marry 4. Now, how can you marry 4? You don't even
know.
You understand? You don't even learn. You don't even like I was saying, some of these men even marry out of frustration. How can you go and marry that you are going to marry out of frustration, that your wife is disturbing you and then you are going to marry?
Peace of mind.
Do you think some also do it?
The other one will come and disturb you, then it will be two.
Then you add third one.
Third one.
But do you think
Then you now you be sleeping crying.
You don't have peace.
You can't. At first you used to sleep like 4 hours. Now you don't even sleep at all. Do you understand? Then you be sleeping at work.
But do some do it like just for pleasure?
Yeah, the pleasure, like that's why I said that some of them, their own is akonoboni. Do you understand? The pleasure, the akonoboni thing.
So that means when it gets to the 4th one, it will not stop there. They will now be
Cheating
outside.
behind. Okay, but you know there are instances where polygamy is right. Like let's say when your wife cannot give birth.
Yeah, that's
right.
Yes.
Okay.
So there are
Those situations.
yeah, like conditions, like maybe there's a widow woman. I
Yeah.
think that one too.
Yeah, so you help them.
You
You,
help
know,
them.
those ones are there.
Okay.
Do you understand? Like especially those ones, especially for grown-up men. Okay, maybe there's one Alhaji in the community. He's doing well. One Imam who is, you also have some queens or maybe some sponsors. People can help him and things. And then there's a widow. You understand? You can just marry her, take care of her. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then the kids, and then so that we don't have, some of these kids on the streets. So some of these instances to curb some of these problems. But how many people do it to curb some of these?
You hardly
challenges?
see it.
Exactly. So we need to. So when it comes to polygamy, it's a very broad something. We need to learn more. It shouldn't always be like I'm a man, I can marry 4. No, you are living in a single room now. You go and marry a second wife now. You can you don't have money to take care of them. You come now. I tell this one I love you more than this.
Exactly. Those people they give birth a lot.
You give birth and you can't even take care of the children.
You're
And you
just
know what
suffering.
annoys me? Subhanallah, they tell you that Allah will take care of them.
Oh yes, that's the
You have to help
answer.
yourself first. Like you can't just
Hey.
sit there and say
Tie your camera.
most of them
Long
can't
do the
even
rest.
work. Like no work, nothing. They are just there.
Look, let me be frank with you. Some of the things that's I really like seeing, like there are some things that are so beautiful when I see it. Like a very wealthy man with a large family, taking care of them. His kids, some are maybe doctors, professors, lawyers, like with a large, he takes care of all of them.
Right.
That's nice.
Mhm.
Okay. If you have the money, there are some people who can take care of like 50 children. He doesn't even know you have done anything.
Exactly.
That's qualification. It all boils down to qualification if you qualify.
Yeah.
But you don't qualify. You can't take care of even your own self and
Right.
your wife.
'Cause if
Then you just be adding women. You just be born. You just be
Kids.
giving birth every year in your house. There will be sooner.
No quality education, nothing, no
Oh.
proper training, and then you'll just be piling up.
A wealthy man like that. See, the children guy, they'll go cry. They don't care about his property because they're also making their
Exactly.
Exactly. They are making their own and they are living very large. Do you understand? But every year they will do sooner in your house. Even the sooner, some of these people, the naming ceremony. Every year there will be naming ceremony in their house. That naming ceremony, the sooner, even the sheep that they will slaughter cry, someone that will donate. Oh, you go and borrow it. You still to cry, you are giving birth. Do you understand? So sometimes you need to. You understand? You need to, and I've even heard instances when they tell you that there was a time that someone came to the prophet and then he was very poor, and then the prophet like you should marry. Then he married. When you go to Zongo, they use this as a proof. They tell you when things are not moving well for you, you should marry. You understand?
So how would things move on well if you
Then
marry?
Okay, you marry one and then things are not moving on. They say, you should marry. You should marry.
Hi.
So some It's there in Zango. I'm telling you.
Oh,
You know, we
Charlie.
issue. No, we all know that. Okay, sometimes as a young man, they say that okay, you know, if you want to make it, you should get married. You know, yeah, it kind of makes sense, or it's true in a sense that, honestly speaking, some of us before we got married, okay, we're not so responsible enough.
Focused.
Do you understand? I remember there was a time, there's one boutique that I used to work in. I can just walk into the boutique, like then I can buy things like 1,000, 2,000, 1,005. You understand? And just pay there. You understand? There are instances you'll be there, boys will call you, oh, Charlie, let's go here, you know. And then, you know, men, you know, we don't like laundry, we don't like washing. You understand? And then, so you feel like all your things are dirty. You understand? So, you know, sometimes I'll just go to the boutique. I buy
New clothes.
Yeah, everything from
shoes.
footwear, everything. You buy it new. Do you understand? There was one time in there. I know if Azazi is watching, you know, he was my witness one time like that. And he was like, man, he was from Kumasi, and he was like, man, is that what you do here? You understand? The same boutique, Osama. The same boutique. I remember, I think 2 months ago, I was there, and then the guy was like, oh, Charlie, Alaji, share this. Charlie, look at this jacket. Look at this. And I was like, I was like, now we plan before buying things. I was like, we plan before buying things.
Exactly.
Do you understand? I was like, we plan before buying things. Do you understand? Now, it makes you very responsible.
Oh yeah.
And then you know, at first, me, if I don't eat, and I know maybe I come here, I'll get something to eat and go and sleep. Like, I don't even think about so many things. Do you understand? I'll have something to wear. I go to boys, I'll get something to eat. Do you understand? Once a while, you know, I have some money to do my one. Like, that's so you don't really think about, you know, making it, like investing, being a bit, you know, sometimes, you know, it's just like living on your own. You don't think about certain things. But now, you know, there are some monies that come. You look at the money and you be like, okay, let me go and invest this money. Do you understand? Let me do this. Let me save this. Let me do. And that's how marriage makes you responsible. And by being responsible, you tend to make it. But you now, you
have nothing.
Nothing is nowhere. Nothing is working.
Exactly.
And then you say, oh, you marry more. Not marry you, marry. like marry more. You two, you don't have anything. Do you understand? You don't have anything. No proper this thing. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, some scholars will be like, Charlie, if you are living in a rented apartment, okay, and then you get money, even though you are paying the rent, you have money to be paying the rent and everything. You know, the next thing you should do is probably to get your own apartment before you marry second wife. It makes sense to have one wife in your own house and then one wife
in the rented
apartment. It kind of makes sense. But how can you marry multiple wives and then they're all in rented apartments and things? What if you lose your job today? Or your source of income, but you have your own house, you have one wife there, so about the critical,
at least you can move.
Exactly, you have 2 rooms, you know, you manage for some time. Do you understand? Exactly, you manage for some time. But what if it comes critical? Then you know, Charlie, you have been fair to yourself. Exactly. So I think issues of polygamy, marriage, Aja, if it's we are going to talk, but men should learn and have an idea before going into it. And then also don't marry because you want to punish your first wife. Just go and solve your problems. And you know, in cases of marriage, and when you have problem with your spouse, okay, and then you solve the problem, it tends to rekindle the whole thing. Like, I mean, the whole thing becomes fresh like the night you got married. Exactly. Learn to solve your problems, whether you like it or not. The problem will come.
Exactly.
Is that a problem there? You can't take it away from marriage.
Run away from your problem.
You should be responsible. Don't be a coward. Thank you.
Solve them.
Exactly. Don't be a coward. If you're a coward, you don't qualify to marry. So when you come, they will just tell you that, okay, you know what? You should go. And outside we say, "Kaje line matter." You understand? You should go to the line matter, bring your children, we'll take care of them. Inshallah. Then you go and take care of yourself. Because you don't qualify. Yeah.
All right.
I believe we've digested this topic enough. Like, we've really gone into it. And I know by now, you know, a lot of women will not have problem with polygamy.
Yeah.
As long as they meet Mr. Right. Do you understand?
Yeah. It's hard to find Mr. Right.
Yeah. How to find?
It's hard
to find.
to find.
So men, You see, the issue is that the women, they don't have problem. Oh.
Yeah.
Just be Mr. Right.
Yeah.
When you do the right thing, I bet you they will not have problem. Do you understand?
Exactly.
Even though we know there are some ways sometimes. Do you understand? But but they are saying that this is a message. They are saying that you should be Mr. Right. Exactly. So that all of us, so that at the end of the day, the women will be chasing us. You understand?
Chase who?
With the men.
Eh.
That yeah, you know, the women are men. So okay, so okay, let's come to let's settle on neutral ground. Okay, the neutral ground is that when the men are Mr. Rights, then the women will not accept the proposal. Simple.
Oh yeah.
So that's the neutral ground. Exactly. That's the
But they are men and they are real men.
exactly. So we pray that Almighty Allah grant us the ability to find the real
That's the
men.
thing. Oh yes, I mean, I thought you were talking about money.
No, to find the real
We should
men.
open our eyes so that when we see red flags, we'll not say, "Oh, it's not." It's
He will change. He will
not
change. He
really
will change.
red, like quarter to red.
Hey, Charlie,
That's
me
not
that thing
respect.
is serious. So you now you are seeing the thing.
It's serious. It's very serious.
Oh, like, you will see that
Love. Hey, love.
he didn't really red.
Yeah. Let me wait more. He will change. He will change. It happens to everyone.
They will
No,
not
but honestly, me that love thing. No, honestly, I'm being frank. Like, do you know me? I don't believe in that thing. Like, honestly, I know.
Then how did you
I believe in
marry?
affection.
Okay.
I believe in affection. I don't believe in love.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't believe in I love her and no, I can't love you like that. You know, I believe in affection. Do you understand?
Okay.
Affection here is like there are things that we need to, you know, no woman is bad sometimes. It's just that you guys don't move. Like
They're not
you don't vibe.
compatible. Yeah.
Exactly. And no man is bad sometimes. Like it depends. Like you guys should. You understand?
The men are bad sometimes.
Oh yeah. Sometimes, and women too. You know, yeah.
No, men are
Because, you
wicked
know,
actually.
you know, because I can't go out and be answering questions to the brotherhood, like, you know, they say that you said that. So I need to defend them. So you know, women, so you don't understand them. You understand? But honestly, like you say, like that love thing, you know, we have that's why we have the mind and the heart. Do you understand? So when you go, it's like a debate. Okay, when you are debating with your heart, you always lose the debates.
So if your wife says she loves you, don't say it back.
Oh, that's affection. That affection is more than love.
I know, but if she will you say it back?
Oh, I love you back.
Eh?
Like I love you more. Do you understand? I love you more. Do you understand? I love you more. And when she tells me that I love you more, Mama, I'll tell you are challenging me. She is challenging me because I love you more than you love me. Do you understand? That's the affection. Oh, but you do everything that I like you know.
Shake.
You understand? Because like everyone who have been there before will tell you, look, when you marry, everything you see in a woman, and then you marry her, after some time, it will not be like that. Do you understand?
The man too.
So yes, of course, in a man too.
Those
Yes,
who see
yes.
man.
So that's why sometimes we need to pay more attention to the affections than the love. Like, you know, she should be who you want. She should be who you want to be, the mother of your kids. Like, you know, who you want to go on this, I mean, forever journey with. Not just you know, maybe she has a long nose or something now. You just see it. What if she has an accident somewhere along the line? Then?
Red flag there. It is red
No, red flag there is always red flag.
Oh,
Oh, because
it
I've
is-
never seen a referee. Listen, I've never seen a referee issue the red card to a player on the field, and then the player come back
To play.
to play the ball. No, you go out. So red flag is always red flag. It's always red. Just walk out. Just like the player, they issue the red flag.
Let it go.
You understand? Or a red card. Then they do like this. They show you the exit. Go to. So you, the woman or the man, when you see the red flag, you too.
Go.
You understand? The exit.
But
is
you didn't
there.
talk about the like, can you be in a like not marriage, but then in a relationship and talking to 2 or more people?
That one.
You didn't talk about.
Yeah. So you see the issue. Sometimes, geographical settlement and where we are situated, okay, it also counts. Sometimes our culture and certain things, but then Islam, I don't think that if you're a man, okay, or you're a woman, okay, you can have more than one suitor. as long as they are not married to you. Just make sure that you are not doing anything bad with them. But they can all come with their vibes. They can all come and show their powers. Do you understand? Exactly. So it shouldn't be like maybe she's a gold digger or something. She's chasing more than one man or something.
Hey,
Maybe,
don't say they hate you, eh?
you
They
see,
hate you.
the whole issue is sometimes
Personal.
because of the way we do it. Do you understand? Earlier on, I was telling you a situation, a scenario in Nigeria, like
Yeah,
not in
exactly.
Nigeria, even they still do it. I don't know. Even for now, they to their cultures now, they've started mixing it up. You understand? Okay. For instance, let's start with these Arabs. Okay, the Gulf. A typical example is Saudi. When you go to Saudi, and then they have these flags, because you hardly even see the women sometimes. Okay, so they have the flags, like, so maybe in a house, okay, there's a flag which tells you that there are women.
In the house,
Yes.
Oh, really?
like
Yeah.
unmarried women.
Yeah. That
Oh, okay.
ripe women. You understand?
Small mango.
Omamre. You understand? So there are ripe women in the house. Now, what you do is you go and knock. You go there. They give you the chance to meet the woman. Like, you interview her. Like, you have an interview. Like, what do you do? Like, I mean, she asks you whatever she want to ask you. You ask her whatever you want to ask her. Like, you guys be talking to know each other. Like, you will be talking. And then that doesn't mean because you've come, another man can come. No.
Another man can.
Another man can come. Do you understand? So I think that's what, like, in northern Nigeria, they also they were doing. So when you, like, there's a young lady in the house, I feel like, Charlie, this girl there, I like the way she was, I like the way she recites the Quran, I like the way she this, I like the way she greets, I like the way she does this. You understand? And then you feel like, Charlie, let me go and try my luck. You can go. When you go, I mean, you go and sit with her. They give you a space, there. You talk, and then you can just go. Now, sometimes even meets, like, you while you are living now, another person comes in. Do you understand? Yeah, there was a colleague of mine, at work. He stayed in Nigeria for some time. He was telling me, there was this instance where, he went to escort a friend. Okay, he went to escort a friend to see a woman. Okay, a suitor. So when they went, there was another guy there chatting with the woman. Okay, so they had to wait. They have to chalk somewhere and wait. So they waited. When the guy left, then his guy went to continue the feeder. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So while they were talking, now the another guy also came. Then he had to also wait. When they are done,
Hot cake.
yeah. And sometimes what happens is that when you are going to, you need to go with gifts. You understand? Yeah.
Everyone is bringing.
But just don't fake it. Don't fake it. Don't
But
fake
me, sometimes I think I consider that as cheating, because I would not be with you if I don't see you to be a potential husband or someone I want to be with. So if I'm with you, it's just you, like,
Exactly.
Just yeah.
so I'll not tolerate other people. So if you tolerate other people, then you are cheating to
Like,
me.
The woman?
No, the man.
Tolerate.
Like vice versa.
Okay.
But I'm talking about myself.
Okay. Like,
'Cause-
if you won't tolerate other people.
Yes.
Like when you are with the person.
Yeah. So you shouldn't also tolerate other people,
So
because.
this is an instance where they started dating or something.
Exactly.
just like
This not. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. I
But
get
the
it,
moment
I
you're
get it.
giving the person the green
I
light and
get
things get down,
Okay, I get it.
to bring other people in the scenario or
Okay.
something. Exactly. Because mostly in Islam like this, now when these are Arab cultures and things, but even in Islam like this, for instance, I mean, there is no law that's we are friends, and then maybe you see a girl you love, and me to me, I like the girl. Charlie, you can't tell me because you like her. You start.
I cannot go
No,
to-
that one there. You don't tell me
not
that.
there.
We all it's an open competition.
May the best side win.
Exactly. Reminds me of this movie. Cry. Is it Calibos and Majid Michelle? What movie is that? They were competing over Hoffa Patrol or something like this. Yeah. Oh, it's not John and John actually. John and John is Lewin and
But I think they were
Calibos.
friends.
Yeah, they were friends, like very, very good friends. You understand? Exactly. It was Calibos and Majid Michelle, and then Alfred Battery, and they were friends. But they all met her on different.
Yeah, but I think she know they were friends.
They were friends. I think that even later they got to know that Charlie is the same girl.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, so Charlie should be a competition. Be the best win. You understand? Exactly. So it's the same thing like in Islam, like may the best win.
Okay.
But the only thing is when they have gotten to a point,
Give me the
and
person
then
the green light.
the green lights, come to see everything is done. That one, yeah, you should respect
Don't
yourself.
tolerate.
Exactly. But as for women, we see that one is a green light. I'm married, so I can't be talking about some of these things too much. Before I know my wife will be watching podcasts like this and things. So, supposing I'm not married, that one I can give guys warning. You understand? That I can come after your girlfriend. Like I can, that I can come after your woman. Like if you're not ready, you understand. I know where me. I'm not.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm
But
out.
me. Yeah.
I don't want to go and answer questions
Mhm.
at home. Exactly. Don't want to go and
Should be
answer.
pausing and playing. What did you say? What did you?
But if you say you didn't say
No,
so
no,
3 minutes,
no.
3 minutes,
So
12 seconds.
is that
This.
no? So if she's watching there, let me explain myself better.
Oh, she understand. She
That's
understand.
what I'm trying to say is the men out there who are not yet married or who are willing to get married again, okay, it's an open market. You understand? But for us, we are not parts. You understand? For us, we are not parts. No evidence. I will explain this one. Exactly. So I think that is that with the issue of how do you call it, having multiple suitors. Okay, so you don't say having coming to you and then I've seen another guy say, my brother, if not married me, do you understand? We are just getting to know each other, and the fact that you see that there's another guy, he is bringing phone and he can buy, he can, his akhlaq, like, and he manners. Okay, sometimes these people even manners count. You understand? So that's where the interview and things goes on. Like, you get to see them, know them, their akhlaq, their manners, and sometimes even though we are not talking about like because that's a whole topic on its own, like how do you know he or she is the right person? Do you understand? Maybe that could be another topic another day. You understand? How do you know he's Mr. Right or she's Miss Right? You understand? That could be another topic. It's a whole lot. Maybe I'll be glad if we discuss it like another time, inshallah. Especially in Islam. Like, how do you know? Because you have to make sure that you study here, and then people will be like, because honestly, let me frank with me, I call dating faking. It's not dating.
What dating?
I call it faking. Because you need to
You portray what the person wants to see.
exactly, but you are not living together. Me, I call dating faking.
Inside the thing you can see it.
Yeah, that's the red flag.
Inside the marriage.
The red flag. So I call the dating faking. So I call the dating faking, but there are ways that you can know if she is or not, and that's a whole topic on its own. Right. Amir Mukhtar. I don't want to have problem with scholars out there. I don't want to have any problem. I'm a journalist. Yes.
Thank you so much for your contribution. The men out there, you are taking notes.
They should behave.
Yes, behave very well. Evaluate yourself. Know that you are capable of handling all these responsibilities. And please, you heard that they said when you are not married to the person. And even it's started that you will leave and somebody will come. Don't come in.
No. Go and prepare and come better. Like come
back stronger.
Come back stronger. Be like the goat or sheep. You understand? Go and come and hit hard.